Bling, bling, bling.
Am I the prettiest? Show up! Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town? Show up! But who am I? Show up! Who am I? Show up! I can't hear you. Show up! Show up! Show up! Show up! Can't hear you. Shogun.
Oh yeah, what's going on? Happy Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. You already know what it is. It is the AM King Show. You got your boy J-Pad the Juggernaut. You got C, you got LB. Hopefully the Mellow Man will be joining us this morning. But you already know it's a holiday, so you know people are just relaxing, enjoying themselves, and having a good time. I hope Mellow Man is doing his thing and enjoying the day. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Even though it is a holiday, we are here in effect for I don't know how many weeks in a row we've been here with y'all, but it's been like 20, going on 21 weeks. The AM King Show is in effect. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share the show 8 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on Facebook and YouTube. We are up in here, man. What's going on? C, how you feeling, man?
Feeling great, man. Had a great weekend, and now we here.
Yes, indeed. And we got some ideas formalizing behind the scenes, and we're gonna definitely be tapping in with those. You already know. LB, what's going on, man? How was your weekend, brother?
Pretty good. Holiday there. No, me.
Yes, sir. Tony the Dawn is in here. What's going on, Tony? How you feeling today, brother? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you having a good day, and we all gonna have a great day. Good morning, man. Good morning. Our AM crew is still here with us. You know what I'm saying? Tapped in all the way. We're gonna run some music to get your ears woke up. We're gonna do a little track from Ross Misha. This is part of our catalog, Blunt Conversations. Oh yeah, God damn it, Pacers. We're gonna get to that in a second. Blunt Conversations, we're gonna get to that in a minute. The Knicks, man, we're gonna talk about it. Frank Gransman, what's going on? God is good, man. God is good. Yes, sir. Every single day. Steelers Nation is up in here. Man, you guys are with on the Memorial Day. We are doing it, making it happen, getting it right. But this particular record, we're going to start y'all off with some reggae today. You know what I'm saying? This is Ross Misha, and the song is called Someone. Someone told me.
Someone told me. Never pull it out unless you're gonna blast. Live by the gun, son, you're gonna die fast. Last will be first and the first will be last. Study your lessons while sitting in class. Better than guessing and whipping on ass. Respect Mama Ram sitting and laughing. Everything real and clear as a pot now. He's not around but I see him in a glance. Parts of the town where we usually dance. Begging $1 as people are pass. Food out the garbage, dump on the trash. Poor man told me the handling of cash. Make many friends until your money dash. Never buy things are a flash. Worse in the dark, anyone could have stash. Rich fools see the poor youths and splash. Never yet beef, well for sure he'll crash. Government steal, everything gets squashed. Remember he told me the real is stash. Old man drink until the liquor wash. Beer to the white, grey color of ash. Fought in the war so many years back. Scars on his face hidden by his old hat. Decomposed, nobody knew what. Nearest of king found on a flu shot. Phone got a ring while sitting on the blocks. Sorry to inform you, that was your pops. Yeah. Someone told me. Someone told me. Someone told me. Someone told me. Yeah. Someone told me a while in the past. Never pull it out unless you're gonna blast. Live by the guns and you're gonna die fast. Last will be first and the first will be last. Study your lessons while sitting in class. Better than guessing and whipping on ass. Respect Mama Ram sitting and laughing. Everything real and clear as a pot now. He's not around but I see him in a glance. Parts of the town where we usually dance. Begging $1 as people are pass. Food out the garbage, dump on the trash. Poor man told me the handling of cash. Make many friends until your money dash. Never buy things in a hurry or a flash. Worse in the dark, anyone could have stash. Rich fools see the poor youths and splash. Never yet beef, well for sure he'll crash. Government steal, everything gets squashed. Remember he told me the real is stash. Old man drink until the liquor wash. Beer to the white, grey color of ash. Fought in the war so many years back. Scars on his face hidden by his old hat. Decomposed, nobody knew what. Nearest of king found on a flu shot. Phone got a ring while sitting on the blocks. Sorry to inform you, that was your pops.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That is Ross Misha with Someone, produced by J Pad the Juggernaut. You already know what it is. I got Haile Selassie on my shirt today. You know what I'm saying? So we representing for the gold, the black, and the yellow. You know what I'm saying?
I see it first.
Yes, the first. Indeed, indeed. We already know. Big ups to Trelawney Falmouth, Kingston, enough respect this morning. All our Jamaican people that are tapped in. You know what I'm saying? And, Taste of Caribbean here in Pittsburgh, the Fireside Restaurant in Pittsburgh, Royal Caribbean. We see enough respect every single time. Gangsta Shack movement. You already know, one world. Definitely, man, definitely. But yeah, man, that was a dope little record right there from our catalog. I just felt like the energy of that would be good for today. You know what I'm saying? For today, we may run a little something else from Ross Misha a little bit later in the show. But yeah, now it's time to get to last night's scores and the weekend's scores in the NBA playoffs. Yes, the Minnesota Timberwolves. John, what's going on? Checking in on the Memorial Day. What's going on? Enough respect, man. You already know what's happening. What's happening, Captain? The Minnesota Timberwolves responded to the 2-0 deficit from the Thunder, and they came back at home and clapped the Thunder with their own Thunder clap, 143-101. It wasn't even close. It was a straight beatdown. And it seems like the home teams in this round are definitely sending a stern message. But however, yesterday's game was a shocker. The Pacers were up 20 at one point in the game, and New York came all the way back. And when I say all the way back, they came all the way back and beat the Pacers on their home floor, stunned the Pacers on their home floor because everybody was, celebrating real early. And I said, man, y'all must not have seen New York come back a few times in this playoff series, in these playoffs. They were down by a lot, came back, and won the game. This is nothing new. And last night was an example of it. Carl Anthony Towns, man, Carl Anthony Towns had a fourth quarter that was so explosive and so crazy that it was unbelievable. See, you get a chance to check the game.
Nah, I was with my dogs and cat, just healing up from training and whole bunch of human BS that was going on outside.
Oh yeah, which it does. You know what I'm saying? that's
Yeah,
that's what it's good for, right? That's what it's good for. LB,
yeah, it's
you know what
all
I'm
going
saying?
on right now.
LB, I can say this. You know, we always talk about how the NBA has become a softer league as opposed to what we were accustomed to watching. You know, but I can safely say in this New York Indiana series, it has been rough, tough, rugged ball Eastern Conference basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like we remember it. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me a quick little take on that, brother.
I haven't seen no games. You know, I smoke too early, so by the time them games come on, I'm ready to
Oh
fall
yeah,
out.
I was talking to L last night. He was like, "Yeah, man, you know, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do tonight, man."
I'm like, come on here, then I'm done.
Hey,
yeah, I was,
damn, folks checking in. What's going on, man?
yeah, I was
Hey,
fried. I didn't see the game last night.
yeah, it's all to the good. Blunt Conversation said, just a minor setback. We okay. We still in a good space. Absolutely. Yesterday was an indicator of that. We were supposed to close that 20-point lead. We still at the crib. Next game, we had a chance to get it back. Couldn't keep it. Tough, hard game. It was. It was a tough, hard game. It was definitely on point. Yeah, LB be comatose, man. By the time the nighttime fall, you see this dude up right now. But
I'm like,
boy,
night, night.
yeah, what they say, uh, what Benny King say, when the night has come and the land
He
is
got his
dark.
blunt. Just stand by me.
I love it
He
go
got a
sit
blunt
with
on
me.
standby. Hey, the
Man,
popcorn, the kettle black. Me too, right?
right. Thanks to everybody that's tapped in this morning on the AM King Show, man. We see the chat is active and lively as always. We thank y'all tremendously, man, for the goodness and the graciousness that you guys bring to us every single week, every single time that we're on. Thank you guys so much, man. And yeah, man, it's to me the NBA playoffs is heating up. The Timberwolves had to even get some get back because it was looking really, really lopsided. This Eastern Conference though playoffs is one I'm really focusing on. It's kind of like the drama that you expect from NBA playoff basketball, especially in the conference finals. Every game has been close. Every game has been close. It's kind of like bringing it back to old rivalry of the Knicks and the Pacers. Like everybody knows that that's a storied rivalry back from the Reggie Miller days, and all those other times. You know what I'm saying? Even Halliburton in the first game, he did the choke symbol in respect to uh, Reggie Miller. Man, it's been tough. So we're gonna keep an eye on the playoffs as we told y'all, and we're gonna cover the finals as well. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna cover the final. Yeah, edge of your seat games. Really, 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 man, been a great. No matter what team you're rooting for, you know what I'm saying. It's been a great basketball. It's just been great to watch. Even when Indianapolis got on that run, misery. You know what I'm saying? Even when they got on that run, it was still it was still exciting to watch. It was even exciting to watch when they were blowing them out. So but yeah, man, we are in effect, um, and we're going to start talking about a few things that we want to make y'all aware about. We know the Diddy trials going on, like I told you, but we talking about this today. Sign Beats checking in from Germany. What's going on? Checking in Munich, Germany in the building. Y'all know Sign Beats. That's my brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Hope to conversate with you very soon, man. Hopefully we can have you come on the broadcast here, bro. You know what I'm saying? We can have you come on the broadcast and you can talk with us on the broadcast. Tell us what's going on in Germany, and let the people know, that we are internationally connected. And man, if you guys don't know much about Sign Beats, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's a musical genius, man. To say the least, man. This guy is super talented. Really love our camaraderie and our friendship and our brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? So much love, Sign Beats. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. And we are going to be inviting people because I just got an inbox saying, "How can I be on the podcast?" Dismos, what's going on, homie? You already know what it is, man. Checking in with the AM King show. We are going to be inviting people to come on and be guests with us. You know what I'm saying? We're going to send you the link. Just know that we're on at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, wherever you are in the world. So make sure you're there when we send the link to you. You know what I'm saying? And you guys can jump on in and do what we got to do. What's good? Yeah, it's my man Sign. But right here, Trump publicly rebukes Putin after deadly strikes in Ukraine. This just came down the wire about 6 hours ago, so we try to keep you on the updated thing. It said President Donald Trump publicly rebuked Russian President Vladimir Putin on Sunday evening after Russia bombarded Ukraine with one of the largest air assaults of the war thus far. Speaking to reporters at an airport in New Jersey, Trump said, "I'm not happy with what Putin's doing. He's killing a lot of people. I don't know what the hell happened to Putin, but I've known him a long time." Okay, here we go. Mellow Man tapping in. What's going on? What's going on? But yes, man. It says he's killing a lot of people. I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known him a long time, always gotten along with him, but he's sending rockets into cities and killing people. I don't like it at all. We're in the middle of talking, and he's shooting rockets into Kiev and other cities. I don't like it at all. I'm very surprised. And when asked what he plans to do, he said, "We'll see what we're going to do." Trump reiterated his stance that via post on the Truth Social, which he said Putin has gone absolutely crazy. He is needlessly killing a lot of people. And I'm not just talking about soldiers. Of course not. I mean, duh. He's not just killing soldiers, he's killing people on the ground, period. You know, Trump's comments came hours after Zelensky shared an update on social media early Sunday morning, which he said that nearly 300 attack drones and almost 70 missiles of various types have been launched by Russia across Ukraine overnight. At least 12 people have been reported killed. Man, oh man, oh man. Man, it's crazy business, y'all. Crazy business. First, let's get a checkup with the Mellow Man. What's going on, brother? Happy holiday to you.
What's happening? We celebrated 80 years of going around the sun with my mom
Oh,
yesterday.
happiest birthday, Mom.
80 times around the sun. We had a good time. Family came from Erie.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We watched the Pacers unravel.
Yeah, they couldn't keep pace at the end. It was hey, don't get on me, don't get on me, Misery House. I'm just joking.
No, he typing right now.
Miz is throwing hats. He throwing hats. He throwing all kind of fits right now.
Yes, indeed. It should be a great series, though. We're looking forward to it. It's that old rugged Eastern Conference basketball that we have been accustomed to or been waiting to see come back. And this is exactly what it is. Melanie is in the building. Good morning. AM Queens in the building as well. Melanie checking in. Happy holiday. Happy holiday. John said Trump is full of shit. It's not a war. It's a slaughter. Right. Putin hasn't changed. Trump knows this. Absolutely. And not just that, but like I said, we also got to keep it in mind that there's players behind the scenes with this that are not going to come to the surface. You know what I'm saying? Not going to come to the surface. And but let's get a take from the panel. C, what do you think, man?
Well, it's all a charade. It's sad. It's sad that people are are being unalived because of this whole charade.
Yeah.
Yet, point out a few things. A third world country is a country that's not a part of NATO. One, NATO, uh, to keep it brief and short, NATO is believed to be an extension of a secret society going all the way back to Illuminati. So NATO is supposed to be going around collecting the world together to bring about the New World Order. So that is not necessarily absolute fact. Don't just run with that. Do
No.
research on that.
Right.
And do research on that, please. So this is all a charade, and no, people shouldn't be dying. Keep your vibrations high. That's all. That's all I can really say because we really can't do anything about the strikes and stuff like that. So all we
Right.
can do is keep our vibrations high and help wherever we can help if it presents this opportunity.
Yes. Answer the bell when the opportunity comes. I know you tapped in a little late, Mellow Man, but we were talking about the strongest airstrike that Russia has put on Ukraine happened Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And Trump is acting like he's surprised that Putin is going to this because they're trying to talk on a ceasefire, but yet and still Putin continues to, you know, send thunderclaps from the sky and really
Mhm.
ramping it up. You know what I'm saying? So just like C said, I agree that we got to look past the surface and don't really go by what we're just being told right here. But let's just get a take on it and see what kind of perspectives we can get.
Okay, let's take it back to the Bay of Pigs. Let's
Mm,
take it back to the Bay of Pigs. Now,
hmm
there was a trilogy. There was a trilogy
Uh
that was that was blamed for JFK's assassination. Now, his not wanting to play ball, you know what I'm saying, really had an effect. Now, when we look at uh, POTUS as a position, it's a talking head position. And we look at Trump and we say, well, why does he do this? Why does he do that? Da, 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 da. He talks, he tweets, he does things, but it's still a talking head position.
yes.
But what John
Well,
F. Kennedy did,
when you say talking head, because it may fly over a few people's heads. Tammy, what's going on? Checking in
okay,
this morning. Tammy Cravel. Good morning, Queen. Thank you for tapping in. Happy Memorial Day to you as well. But yeah, when you say that, a talking head, because I know what you're talking about, but our chat may not know what you mean when you say that. So, for some clarity, context, man, go ahead.
right? So the POTUS, again, there's a trilogy. The uh, the talking heads. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the POTUS, it's called the President of the United States. That's what when we say POTUS, we're talking about President of the United States. Now there is a lineage that goes to the same bloodline with all of these presidents, except
I
Trump
believe
is
Yeah,
so.
except for Trump.
Trump
Except for
is the
Trump and
only
the first
one
two
that isn't
presidents.
in
In lineage.
right
Yeah.
in lineage. So there is a bloodline. But so that's the first thing you need to know about being elected to the president. So how that bloodline got broke from the beginning and getting broken just now. There's a thing called there. It's an iron veil. Now
Mm.
behind this veil, there's a lot of information that from. Ooh, I could go so deep with this, but I don't. How much time we got? How much time?
Yeah.
Hey,
That's why
P,
I kept it
boy.
short.
The, the electoral process and the people that from. I could really go back to Ollie North if you really want to go further and further and dig deep in the rabbit hole. But the the people who make the moves, actually it starts with our armed forces, they make decisions and they pass it on to the
Yes.
president.
Yes.
They talk to judiciary. It's the lawyers, the guys that fight.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And Trump, he came in as a TV personality, and a
We
flop.
cannot. Yeah, we cannot forget that factor. We cannot
Yeah,
forget that factor at all.
yeah.
Keep your
So
eyes open.
the reason I went back to the Bay of Pigs basically because that trilogy that was blamed for JFK's assassination, it was three people that you had the CIA, you had uh, the Cuban exiles, which that's what the Bay of Pigs was really about. JFK was supposed to help the Cuban exiles. He was supposed to help Cuba, but he kind of, I don't know if he dropped the ball or he decided the last minute he wouldn't do it, so they got slaughtered. And the whole thing was about really, you know what I'm saying? They were trying to
Hmm.
eliminate the casinos from Cuba. They was trying to eliminate the mobs, ties that held Cuba down. So he went outside of the talking heads. JFK did. So if Trump was to go outside of the talking heads, I believe that the same thing happened to JFK could easily happen to him.
Mm.
So that's the reason I tied in the JFK and the Bay of Pigs and all of that.
Yeah.
And they have a clever way of covering it up because if you go to Dallas, it's about 3.5 hours from here. It's a journey that you want to take and see the route that he drove. And there were guns. I mean, there were shots that came from three different directions, and it was on purpose that they set. Like we don't know who actually did it, but we know not shortly after the guy who they arrested, he's dead. You know what I'm
He ain't do
saying?
it.
So that's what I'm saying. He was I forgot what the word they used
Scapegoat.
for it.
Scapegoat. He was a scapegoat. Lee
Yeah,
Harvey
it was
also
a
was his,
scape.
he was a scapegoat.
Yeah, yeah. They groomed him. They groomed his whole life. You know what I'm saying? Uh, he was a derelict. He was like a person that was, he was
I
not
would
mentally
Manchurian
I would
sound.
candidate.
say malleable. He
Manchurian
was
candidate.
he was
Yeah.
Manchurian candidate. Yo.
They fed him drugs. They trained him. I mean, they had him overseas. It's a lot of things that leading up to that,
Yeah,
and
he was
they
a
knew
Marine.
playing chess that, this is the guy we're going to point the finger at. Once he's gone, get him out the way. And then the guy who killed him got killed as well.
Wow,
He
man.
was
Yeah.
so,
Man,
so
hey,
they're covering their track. Yeah, I
I
hope.
mean, they.
Whoa,
I
they
mean,
make
this.
sure
I
they
mean,
come
I don't
out.
want to say too much yet. Mm.
I,
no. I mean, I think that we're driving the point home though. That's the most
hmm
important thing is that history is there to show us how these things
hmm
have evolved or how they still recycle themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's really
Yeah.
important. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Chris Hilton from England checking in this morning. We got Germany checking in. We got England checking in this morning. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, we all the way in, man. L, did you have a quick take?
Man, y'all wrapped it up, man. Go ahead. Y'all got.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
What am
yeah,
I
man.
gonna add to that? You know what I mean? So go ahead. Y'all got that.
We got it.
Right. And we definitely needed to put that in perspective. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna keep our eye on these things and bring it to you periodically on the AM King Show. Make sure y'all liking, subscribing, and sharing, which we already know that you guys understand the assignment because that's what you guys have been doing. And we're getting more and more followers every week thank you guys so much for that. You know what I'm saying? We've even gotten our stars on certain shows. So we thank y'all. A blunt conversation said Merc him too, so he can never tell the story. Oh man.
Boy.
Boy, Misery's talking about we gotta get black ops on these folks real quick.
It be happening.
We'll keep our eye on
No, I
that.
think he was talking about
Go ahead.
JFK situation.
Oh, okay. So he can never tell the story. Right.
They
Okay.
killed
Yeah.
they killed Oswald, and then they killed the dude who killed Oswald.
Yeah.
Man, that's
There's
crazy.
an
Yeah, and
interesting podcast.
Yeah.
If you
It's
look at
called
how
it's called Who.
Oswald died, my bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pete.
Go ahead, Finn. Well, it's a podcast called Who Shot JFK. You can go to Spotify. Soledad O'Brien from CNN, worldly acclaimed journalist, Soledad, black lady, and Rob Reiner from All in the Family. You know, Meathead. They produced a podcast called Who Shot JFK. Go on Spotify and check that out. It's about, and they got awards for it. It's about a 10-part series. It's dope.
Yes, indeed.
Dope,
Yes,
dope, dope.
indeed. Gonna give a shout out to a few people that tapped in. First Gen X, my man, the Saint is in the building. What's happening? What's cracking, brother? How you feeling? How you feeling? Yes, indeed. Author Nikki Nicole, she's in the building. She says she tried to comment, but she could not. Have a great Memorial Day. Thank you, author Nikki Nicole, for sticking with us. Make sure y'all check out Breaking the Silence podcast. Make sure y'all checking out First Gen Xers in the building. You know what I'm saying? He said, I'm just here for the comments. Yes, indeed. Yeah, he's on it like a hawk this morning. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we're gonna keep an eye on this subject and keep you guys informed. And like we said, we're also gonna make sure that you guys look past the surface. And that's the reason why we do bring it up. We're not bringing it up for the reasons that regular media may be bringing it up. We're bringing it up because we know that we have to look past the surface of what we're being told when it comes to these situations. We're going to go to the finance section of things today. And P, this is one that I found. Said why Bitcoin has rallied to a $112,000 record high while stocks are wobbling. It said for years, Bitcoin and equities, especially tech stocks, have moved in tandem. However, Bitcoin's rally to a fresh record high this week doesn't necessarily mean stocks will follow along. Both stocks and cryptocurrencies have been perceived as risky assets for years, but in 2025, there have been more episodes of divergence in their prices. Bitcoin showed more resilience than stocks during the market turbulence earlier this year, sparked by uncertainty around President Donald Trump's tariff policies, although analysts said it was too early to call for a decoupling. Okay, so it said furthermore, Bitcoin's recent strength is likely not a reflection of a classic risk on tone, according to Jay Hatfield, Chief Executive and Chief Investment Officer at Infrastructure Capital Advisors. The largest cryptocurrency traded as high as 111,986 on Thursday. It's a record level before pulling back to slightly around 108,700 on Friday, according to Dow Jones market data. Instead, Bitcoin's rally was driven more by optimism around an increasingly friendly regulatory environment for crypto under the Trump administration. Such changes have been viewed as bullish for crypto, but have nothing to do with stocks because the U.S. stocks ended mostly flat on Thursday after three major indexes on Wednesday recorded their worst day in a month. A spike in treasury yields and concerns around the potential for the U.S. deficit to grow under Trump's huge tax bill, which was passed Thursday morning. This is the reason why by House Republicans have weighed on stocks. So, yo, fellas, man, you know what I'm saying? We got some it's just like we were just talking about, you know what I'm saying? While it looks like things are going well in one direction, the other direction, when we're talking about stocks, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. So P, you having the knowledge of the crypto and the stock market, talk a little bit about
Yeah.
this, because while crypto is doing its thing, the stock world is definitely not doing well. And what does that really mean?
Well, crypto investments is based off of decentralization. So decentralization, I guess to keep it simple with y'all, decentralization is moving away from e pluribus unum. Mhm. So decentralization is taking your uh, your assets, your money away from the banks.
Yeah, I was about to say,
They're
misery. I'm about to say, see, Mello said, he said, I still don't understand Bitcoin. I want to learn this and know how to use it. I just need it broke down in nigga words. Just saying.
okay. Okay, look, I'm gonna give him some nigga words. So
Nigga.
you you remember? Listen, you remember in the trap? You remember the brown paper bag? Brown paper bag.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
What decentralization basic paper bag? Only you know where it's at. But with it being digital, it has a crypted code. But the brown paper bag, somebody can come up on you and clip you. You know what I mean? But it represents the same thing. I'm not putting my money in the bank. I got my money in my own little stash. So let's look at crypto as your own little stash. But it's technology has it where now you get a crypto wallet. So you're the only one with this. The code is so deep in the crypto wallet, it's like 16 words, and you have to write them down and put them somewhere in order to get into, that crypto wallet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's if you lose something, like if you don't know those 16 words, um,
Bye bye.
kiss it,
Yes.
kiss it goodbye.
Kiss it
But
goodbye.
it reminds me of the way Apple protects, their security passwords and all their information. But definitely, if you want to look at crypto, you look at it as the brown paper bag. You know what I'm saying? And moving away from banks. When anything you look at when you're investing, it's all based off of the news. So you got the news of the tariffs. You got the hood term, the brick squad, is a whole group of people who are moving away from. That's going to weaken the US dollar and that's going to strengthen Bitcoin. So when you see all of this, when you see all of this tomfoolery going on,
Right.
get some XRP, get some Bitcoin, get some Ethereum. Those are the top joints. You know what I mean? That's the
Right. Right.
that's
Right,
that
man.
raw
And no,
uncut. That's the raw
yes,
uncut.
yes, bro.
You put it
Uncut.
put it
When
put
you
it
put it
in
in
some hood
ninja
terms,
terms.
which is the
Yeah, we're
Bitcoin,
gonna put it.
XRP, Ethereum. That's
It's like
that
the queen of LFX Media just said. She said brown paper bag equals ninja words.
ninja
Ah,
words, right?
ninja words, yes,
So
indeed.
yeah.
So now, hopefully, misery, you
Mhm.
got a better understanding. But reach out to P and anybody. I encourage everybody in the chat, if you need some more ninja terminology when it comes to Bitcoin and it comes to stocks and things of that nature, P got some breakdown for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know the other guys on the panel, we're not so educated. That's why I let P have the floor, because he's kind of like showing us what's going on, even though C knows a little something about it as well. C, you got anything to add?
Yes. Now, when he was referring to e pluribus unum, he's talking about the New World Order, one more government, and it was going to be ran through the banking system. So all the world's leading authorities back May 1st, 1776, agreed to this new world order. Ever since then, they're trying to get the rest of humanity to agree to it. One way they are controlling the world is through the Rothschilds. They make 97% of the world's money.
Yes.
So this Bitcoin does represent, in a way, a threat to them. However, though, they are, and I don't like saying this because I consider myself a genius. They are smarter than us. They are smarter than us.
Well, I mean, they
And they've
designed the
been,
system. They designed the system.
yeah,
See, you know what I mean?
yes. And one way or another, they will have their new world order. So all this stuff that we're doing right now is just preparation.
That's all
This
it
is all
is.
about raising your vibration. So by the time the new world order hits, it's like, okay, whatever.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
New world order hit. Okay, you have your new world order. Okay,
So,
congratulations. I'm
so
over here.
he already
See you later.
he just answered it in real time. He said, "Drop a jewel on what's the first step? Get your vibration high in order to receive what's going on." And you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? And
Your vibrations must be high first. It must be, because whatever you have money coming in is only a physical representation of what's going on inside of you.
that part of the game, and people don't think that's real, but I'm here to tell you right now, that is about as real as it gets. That's about as real as it gets, people. We're gonna drive that point home to you, because you got to stay high vibed on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Dismo said someone told me a wallet. Well, that's what P was talking about. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about your crypto wallet. You know what I mean? And so, you know, like I said, we'll get back on this subject because we got some other subjects to tackle today. But thank you guys for being really interested in asking the questions, because you know we could be reached outside of the show for more information. Make sure you holler at C. Make sure you holler at the Mellow Man. You know what I'm saying? Because these guys can get you in a position. Holler at me. Yeah, you can holler at me, and then I'll circumvent it around. You already know. Or holler at L. He'll circumvent it around. You know what I'm saying? Now, Leia said, Princess Leia said, when you get it, leave it alone. My brown paper bag is heavy. Thank you, Podgy Carter. Yes, indeed. So you know, we got to holler at the Abbott. You know what I'm saying? The Abbott brings the magic. You know what I'm saying? Don't give me the rapping, because I'll
we
get
got
tragic.
some classes coming soon.
We're gonna get the rapping on here now.
Classes coming
Yeah, we
soon.
need a Bitcoin. Yeah, we need.
Yeah,
Yeah, classes coming soon. Yep, we need a Bitcoin class, no cap, for sure.
yeah, that's
And
real
and
shit.
and and it definitely is. You already know. You already know, man. Definitely, we all need to be educated on it, and we're going to try to learn it, whether it's comfortable, uncomfortable. Everything that you don't know is uncomfortable at first, but once you begin to, you know, actively seek the answers, the funnies is coming. Trust me, the funnies is coming. They're coming.
Serious business. This serious business, dude. Ain't nobody joking. Ain't no joke.
He's waiting. He's ready.
Not
My man
LB.
does not lie.
Ain't no joke.
Yeah, we gonna make the microphone smoke.
He said that the microphone spoke.
Hey, Pat told us this was going to be a vacation day. I didn't think I had to come and think.
Yeah, I did. I did.
He told,
I wanted it
he
to be
told us it's
relaxed, but you
vacation.
know, at the same time, that's my fault though, because I played the devil's advocate today. I'm
Vibration.
throwing the vibrations out there. I'm throwing the vibes out there, and it got
Hey,
real.
we could take it there. We could take it there.
You know it. You know it.
He
You
just
know
did
it. The
Dave
AM King
Chappelle.
show, y'all.
Gotcha.
The AM King show, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing wrong with sharpening your mind, even on a holiday. So before you guys get the itis, whoever's gonna get it today, because I know somebody's gonna get the itis today. You know, you feed your
I got
brain.
the munchies right now.
Yeah, I know you do. Look at that. He's still smoking. It's the cooking
Share
man.
and like. That's how we get to the funny. Share and like this thing.
Yeah.
Then we'll get to the
Yeah. And Blunt Conversations podcast said, "Yeah, this shit gonna be new for me. I've been wanting to get into it, but I don't know the breakdown. Mello just broken down way better. Yes, thank you for the Mellow Man breaking it down in ninja terms. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it. Yeah. You got to give the people what they want. No vacation day. You ain't never lied." The princess of LFX Media said, "No vacation days." The Mellow Man. Hey, oh man, just to
Yeah.
You
support
don't
our
feel like
theory, though.
thinking.
Just to support our theory, you said where the funny's at, Dismos. It's just funny that you said that because our next little clip is the funny man Kevin Hart, but he's talking about
Oh,
finances. Yeah, he's talking about finances. So let's have a listen and see what he had to say.
No matter what, when you make money, split it in half. Yeah. Split it in half right away. Don't put the money in your bank account and look at it as you got all that money, because you don't. Half of that money is not yours. So right away, put it over here. Create a fucking account, call it the tax account. Put half of that there, so as you make money, you always put this money in the tax account. I never got to worry of giving the government their money, because that money's over there, and I don't look at that like it's my fucking money. I'm never going to touch that money, because it's not mine, it's government. So now off of my half, what do I want to do? I'm going to take another half. This half is going over here. This half is for my next real estate investment. I don't know what it is. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm putting it over here, so when I do figure it out, I got it there to buy. So now I'm only
this is so
living,
ridiculous.
I'm only living off a quarter of my financial gain. I split it in half and I took a quarter. You only get in debt. You only get in debt when you don't understand the breakdown of your finances.
Woo, man, you only get in debt when you don't understand the breakdown of your finances. I don't even know if we really need to say anything about that. That's a pretty good explanation. Go ahead, see.
um, I truly resonated with that for the simple fact that 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 sums up my whole life into getting where I'm getting at now and heading and continue to move because I've watched for generations after generation after generation people make the same decisions over and over and over again. And I came to realize that it was costing, not just with time and energy, also money. So I began to say, what do I really need? And so, since most of my family's in the military, so I started thinking with a military mindset. What does the military teach you? They teach you the basics of life. What do you need? Food, shelter, water. That's it. Just solely base your lives on those three things. Concentrate on those three things, and I realized how much money I was saving. How much money was just keep piling up.
Mm.
For the simple fact, I just focus on those things and realize that I'm happy and content with what I need, and I have it because I was grateful from within me. It's like I have because I know what it's like to be in the streets getting kicked out. Like, yo, go. Now you and your son gotta go because my mother got remarried. Then he kicked us out. We out on the streets. So I know what it's like to be like, yo, where am I live? Where am I acceptance at? So I learned how to be grateful with the tiniest things. I got breath in my lungs. I'm grateful. That's my dog
Thankful
shaking.
and grateful. Yeah, thankful and grateful, man. Yeah, man. L, what you think, man? I mean, was he spot on with that?
Yeah, it's spot on. Spot on.
I mean, you being a property owner, you know what I'm saying? You being a property owner, I know you learned a lot since you've inherited property and things of that nature. Like, break down a little bit what people have to be mindful of when they actually have property.
You have to really learn how to understand that there's not just paying utilities and stuff. There's taxes and like insurance and all this other stuff you have to buy too with the property and stuff. So just jumping in and head first, you're gonna find out the hard way if you're gonna be spending a whole lot of money you shouldn't have to. So it's always good. My grandfather always taught me that they used to put money in the dirt and save money that way, and they used to call it the rainy day money and stuff. So that way they stacked it up for rainy days, so they had money saved up for emergencies and stuff. A lot of people don't do that stuff no more. So it's all about how you discipline on how you control your money when you get it. So a lot of people just get it and blow it, and a lot of people don't put it up. So that's why a lot of people end up doing this.
Misery, you asked for the sound. Man, who got the sound? Pat, I got the sound. We need some bomb drops. That was game for you. Man, this is a dope show. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. Yeah, we definitely want to keep you guys informed and keep you in the know on what's really, really going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Mello,
Uh, Kevin Hart was dead on point. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
can y'all hear me? You hear guys like him, Ti. Shout out to the princess. That's her homeboy, Ti.
Okay.
Um, when you get in a certain tax bracket, you don't you don't care so much as to the way Trump kind of uh, breaks down the taxes. You know, the more you make, the more they take, but also the more you make, the better chances you can hide it, like Trump did. Like we haven't seen Trump's tax reports in decades. So there's a percentage, like anywhere from 10% up to, well, he said 25%. So he's almost a billionaire. Talking about Kevin Hart. So that 25%, I'm gonna give you a breakdown. So if you make up to $11,000, maybe close to 12,000, they're gonna take 10% of your taxes. You make over 50,000, they're gonna take 12% of your taxes. 100 or better, they're gonna take 22% of your taxes. 200 or better, they're gonna take a quarter of your money. When you get over 200, then it's 32%. So close to one third of your money they're taking, but you have to know the deductibles. You'd have to know what you can deduct. So if you're making that amount of money, you obviously got a few streams of income. So you writing your vehicles off, you writing your trips off. I'll give y'all a play. If you own a business, there's a thing called a wraparound trip. You can go anywhere in the world for a business meeting and call it a business meeting with you and your company. Whoever you have written on your company, write your family in as being part of
Man.
your company. You get 3 trips a year. So what a wraparound trip is, you land somewhere on Friday and you take back off on Monday. But between Friday and Monday, you do something that has to do with your business, and it's a write-off.
Ooh.
Thank me later.
Ooh wee. Once again.
Thank me later. It's a wraparound.
That part of the game, man. Yeah, man. It's really important that we get these things going. John said, check out what Mark Cuban had to say about what to do with money and investments. We definitely will. And we got another special guest in the building too. See who's the furry friend?
This is my homie Jonan.
Yeah, he laughing too.
He,
He
yeah, he
laughing.
want attention.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. John said this. He said IRS is soon going to be defunct and no more taxes will be
Yeah.
taken soon. Let's keep an eye on that. You know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you got the forewarning right there and things are getting ready to change. We will say, Dismo said Jewel dropped. Hey, Leia, once again, thank you for this one. And ladies, I know y'all are not going to want to hear this, but if you got a real one, married, you should be putting your money together. Putting your money together. What Kevin Hart said works. It works. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we can say about that is it works. It works. We only want to talk about things that are working or find ways to combat what we see that's not working and find solutions that work. You know what I'm saying? As a people, we need to start finding solutions, not problems, solutions. We already get fed enough problems throughout the week. It's time for some solutions. So whatever solutions we need to get going, what you doing over there? What you laughing about, man? Hey, yo, the Cooking Man. What's up, Cooking Man?
No, I had a flashback moment, man. I was thinking of a video I seen him doing shit yesterday and shit, man.
See, that's that high shit, man. You over there, you, you over there, you over there cracking
And
up.
reminiscing and shit.
You
Nigga
remember-
was singing like
Talking
Big
business, nigga
Wrong.
reminiscing.
Hey man, what
And nigga
the
thinking about
hell?
ass, nigga, count that cash.
Hey man.
Oh, shit.
Hey, you
Oh.
already know. I wanted to share this one with you guys. You know what I'm saying, really quick. Because speaking of the negative, we got our brother Yarima Karama back again. And we're going to listen to him talk about when they talk about violence, show them this and tell them the STFU. Check it out.
When white people say that black people shouldn't be violent and shouldn't be rioting and that we should be peaceful, that shit's laughable. And this is why. Yeah, this is what portions of Hiroshima look like after the US dropped the first atomic bomb ever on their city. Yeah, here's some of the effects of that war. Look at this guy's arms.
Mm.
Damn it. And then there's this in the Congo, where King Leopold disfigured and cut off the limbs of men, women, and children who didn't participate in his nefarious, diabolical actions. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. These white guys holding this person over a goddamn fire. They got the nerve to talk about don't be violent. Then there's this here in the U.S. Mary Turner in the lynching rampage of 1918. Yeah, so Mary's black husband was lynched. She publicly spoke out against that lynching, and because she spoke out, a white mob snatched her, cut the baby out of her stomach, stomped the baby, and then lynched her. Then there's this. This is a picnic. Yeah, lynched them. Both of these. And look at the white people as they stand up there watching. Yeah. Then there's this. Look at that black man being burned to death. And look at the white mob that's around. Look at all these devils around here watching this. Then this. This is a guy by the name of Joseph Richardson. This was 1913. Then you have Laura Nelson here. This is Oklahoma, 1911. Then this is Thomas Shipp and Abram Smith. This is 1930, Indiana. Yeah, so European violent history actually extends all the way back to their inception. There's not a time that they haven't been violent since they've been on this planet. So don't come and talk to me about nonviolence. Don't talk to me about, oh, black people rioting. Those are mute points that I don't even open my ears to. As a matter of fact, when it comes to violence, we as black people, we got a lot of goddamn catching up to do to even get close to the level of violence that Europeans have inflicted globally.
Man. Sorry for anybody that thought that that was sensitive to see, but I thought that that was important to put up today because even on a day like today, a holiday like today, you know what I'm saying? We have to
Memorial Day,
really,
remember.
yeah. We have to keep it in mind and keep it in context that, you know, we get villainized and we get the spotlight put on us all the time. But sometimes just for the context purposes, we have to make sure that we keep it transparent on the AM King show. And even though that was graphic, and I apologize for anybody out there watching that was affected by that. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to put you in a bad space. We just want to keep things real and we want to keep reality in your mind because these things came to pass. These things came to pass. There is no reason that we can say these things without that visual evidence that there were really hate crimes going on in this country and hate crimes going on around the world against people of color. You know what I'm saying? And we just have to do the best that we can to stay high vibes on the inside, stay. No, it's never the violence for anyone. And I think that's the whole point that I was showing that for, John, was to show people that violence isn't the answer, but at the same time, we're going to make sure that we keep it clear that violence is not just one-sided, and it's not just us being violent out here. We have to make sure that we keep it in perspective that we have violent people of all races all around the world. You know what I'm saying? And in particularly in this country, until a certain time in history, we were not the violent ones. John said, God said, vengeance is his. Absolutely. 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 Go ahead, C.
I just want to point out there, he said some of the, well, basically, Malcolm X was assassinated for those reasons right there. He was going to go to the UN to have America put on trial for war crimes.
Man.
So, and he had substantial evidence, and they were going to listen to him because you just can't go to court and be heard by a judge. There has to be a preliminary hearing, and they have to see all the evidence that you have to see if it's even a base to even be heard by a judge to decide, all right, this is this.
Yeah. And see, these historical facts they're trying to erase these things. This is another reason why I brought this up, is because Trump literally is trying to erase his cabinet, his people, his regime is trying to erase some of these incidents off of the face of our history. They're trying to erase it out of the textbooks. They're trying to erase those factors out. And we want people to stay reminded that no. You know what I'm saying? I know out of sight, out of mind, but sometimes we need to see it in order to understand that this this still transpired. It still transpired. Mellow Man.
Population control goes all the way back to the Old Testament. As King Herod, they actually the first male of the Israelites were ordered to death. And to take it even further, they knew the coming of the Messiah, so they took it the Bethlehem and the surrounding areas, 2 years old, whatever. We want to stop the ones coming in. If they under 2 years old, we got to get rid of them too, because they knew the Messiah was coming. And guess what? He lives.
Absolutely, absolutely. LB.
So you really got a question like who write the books? There's so much history that goes on that's not being told in these stories that you got to sit back and dig into a real somebody that really know what's happening. Why you have to do all that? These books in these schools don't tell you nothing about all this stuff. Ain't nothing going on. You got to figure all this stuff out when you old. You should have been on all this coming up. That's the history you're supposed to be learning from. So, I don't know.
Man, super
Yeah,
facts.
and that's done for a reason. The winners of the war writes the books. Yet the truth is always in the rubbles of war.
Mm,
You have to dig. Have to dig.
Dig,
you have to
Yeah,
dig. You got to get under the surface. This is the reason why we say this on the AM King show. Everything has a surface. A surface. But what's under that surface, just like how we talked about Central Park was built over a black community. You know what I'm saying? Just like we talk about Tulsa and we talk about other examples in North Carolina and things of that nature where our history was wiped completely away. But we have to put it in perspective because we have to see examples of when we were doing things right and it was taken away from us. And it was taken away from us just based off of speaking. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about freedom of speech being one of the constitutional rights in this country. But yet and still, when people spoke out, Malcolm X, the lady that they were just talking about in the video, these examples are really pushed to the side and swept under the rug. But we have to be reminded that these things have transpired. and we have to make sure that we stay on point. Daryl McLean, yes, Darrell, peace,
One
and
quick
blessings to you.
thing, one very important thing. The government was put on trial for killing Martin Luther King and they were found guilty. Let's remember that.
See,
and no one said anything.
Nobody said nothing. Nobody said nothing. John said history can never be erased. It happened. Proof will always be available. Trump can try, but there are literally millions of ways to find the info if you want to. If you want to find it, it'll be found. Trust and believe it will. There's too much information out there for us to forget, and we will not let you forget on the AM King show. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to everybody on this day. Make sure you guys stay in the know, stay high vibes, stay on your high level of vibration. You know what I'm saying? Channel from the inside out and don't let the outside world control what's going on the inside of you. We say it all the time, but we can send that message every single time. You know what I'm saying? He said Black Wall Street, yes. Built over, left out of text and more. Yes, they took it out of the schools already. Yes, agreed. Be blessed, Melanie. You already know. And you guys already know it's about that time. This most you was waiting on this moment. We have made it to our funnies because we're going to leave y'all with a little bit of humor to brighten up your day and brighten up your way. But this one is funny. L found this one, and it says Don Cheadle nailed this one, but y'all gonna see who we're talking about this morning.
Hello.
Petey Greens, just so you know, his hot take on watermelon.
Yeah. Now, I know you're sitting home. That's a ignorant nigga. But this is a sweet watermelon. I ain't gonna waste no time cutting no watermelon up and mix it up with no fruit cocktail. All I'm saying to you, be yourself, because I went to a party the other night with some white folks. They didn't have it in that thing there. They had slices. Walk around, Peter Green, you want a slice? I said, yeah, give me a slice. And one lady said, I didn't think you blacks eat watermelon like that no more. I said, look, lady, don't try to get out on me, you understand? You just want to eat the good part, want me to cut it all up and do it. And then, you know, I was mad with niggas for putting salt on the watermelon to two Obamas. I was talking to two cold-blooded country Obamas. And I said, why y'all put salt on the watermelon? Niggas were a man in my home say, you know I'm down that bottom in Virginia. So let me tell you about salt, Peter. Say, you Washington niggas puts too much salt on. Say, I watch you, y'all. Them niggas dump salt on. Say, you put a twang of salt on a sweet melon, and it brings out like accent. I said, what you say? He said, man, I don't watch you Washington people. Y'all dump salt on it like you got chicken. He said, but you twang it. I never knew that. But I'm just want to sit here this evening and let y'all know there's two things you don't do. Don't cut the insides out no watermelon and mix it with nothing else. And don't put no two sticks around a cone of roasting. You know, y'all niggas put two sticks. Don't do that. You get one of them big roasting, saturated with some butter, and hit that. Be yourself. And always remember that I got it off the vine. It's sweet like honey, and I'll plug it all the time. Sit back, y'all. I know you see this nigga's good and crazy.
Good and crazy.
A twang.
Hey,
a twang.
we got something for y'all this morning.
Uh-oh. Looky here.
He can also sell watermelons.
Consumption is the function. You already know. But
Yeah.
Petey Greens.
Put a little
Greens.
twang of salt on it, y'all.
Put a twang.
It's a twang. It's a twang.
This one didn't need.
Yeah, I felt that was. I felt
You know,
that was,
you can take the rind and blend it up because they say it's good for the you know what I'm saying?
Good for the yang.
Drink it.
It's good for the yang.
John said, "What the fuck did I just watch?" Oh, Petey Greens. That's what you just watched.
Oh, Petey Greens.
Right, pay attention, John. Pay attention, John.
Oh man, Petey Greens. had to get right. Yes. Oh, yeah, to go get coffee. That's all good, Saint. Man, we appreciate you staying tapped in, coming right back with us, man. We got another funny for y'all. You already know what it is. This one right here is diabolically hilarious. Because who don't remember this type of thing? You know what I'm saying? Point of view. Point of view. John said, what's it good for again? Podge? Please show us again. Oh man, first Gen Xers, man. Hey,
John, if you missed it, you missed it.
Saint, you missed it, man. You missed it. He
Oh
said,
man.
Get you some.
oh no, not diabolical. Anyway, hey, point of view. When they switch up on you, be careful where you sleep and who you sleep around. It might just switch up on you, and you don't want to see this, but I know y'all remember this type of shit right here.
Wait for it.
Hey, I asked people not to come over my house. That look, get out of my house. Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
I hollered.
Get out of my house. 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 Get out of my house.
Just switch on you.
Didn't I tell you about it?
Wait for it.
Hey, I asked people not to come over my house. Look, get out of my house. Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
I hollered.
Get out of my house. 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 Get out of my house.
Grandma was not playing.
You didn't start swinging neither. Tell you it's out of reach.
Oh
Hey,
Yeah. Got his ass out that house, didn't he?
Got him right up out of there. Got him right out of there, man. Like, what? Swear up and down,
she
man.
was not having it
She
at all.
was not
Oh.
having it.
And she said, record this. I'm finna put it on him. Record this.
Right
Snapped
on.
the molly out the dough. Throw it down the porch.
Right.
Get out of my house. Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
And when you got the switchblade, when you couple branches to it,
Oh, man.
Hey, my grandma used to get us in the back of her crib down on the Lower West Side. We live right by the Bayfront Park, and you know what I'm saying, for a minute. And whenever she disciplined us, she told us to go out in the back, and she had a cherry wicker tree. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a cherry wicker tree, but leaves grow on this tree. They are long red strands and they get real thin. I'm talking about like paper thin at the end of each one of the branches. We had to tear off a proper switch like that and get towed up. And get towed up. Yes, and hey, John said, hey yo, hey yo, Saint said Auntie Maybelline wasn't playing Maybelline. Oh, Maybelline, oh Maybelline.
that definitely was my aunt's name.
Oh, Maybelline. Hey yo. Hey, Maybell. Okay. Hey,
21st in German.
Hey, yo, John said she was about to pull a Passion of the Christ on his ass. Meat chunks flying everywhere. One conversation, he didn't know what the hell was going on. Then nigga turned into the Fly.
Hey, I don't know if y'all go back this far to Thunder Shift 500, Hot Wheels.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Thunder, you crank it and then the Hot Wheel goes around the track.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So my mom, she had that track. She took a piece of that track
Oh
and
no, that's
gave it to
fiberglass.
you on your back. Hey.
That motherfucker on your back for about 3 days.
Ooh. And then you try to block it like this. You got tracks
Mm,
here. You might catch one on the
mm.
face. kept
Yes, sir.
Welts.
us kept us in
Hey,
line though.
all I can say is
Yeah.
welts
Welts.
will straighten you all the way out, boy.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, don't
His
go,
grandma would
don't
say,
go,
"Yo,
don't.
don't use the belt. You get a wet washcloth. Get a wet washcloth." Like what? Get a wet wash. What? And my other grandmother, she would do one or two things. She would wait till you in the shower and get the wet washcloth while you in the shower.
Mm.
She won't say anything. She's quiet for the whole day. You thinking you good? All right, nigga, keep thinking that. You
Man,
in the shower, all you hear is ah,
hey,
ah.
the switch was the
Oh man.
ultimate regulator. Hey yo, hey yo, Saint said, bro, them tracks were not wanted or needed. John said that Black Pepper
No.
track was the effing truth. Yes, indeed. Go to school with welts and shit. Kids know you got your ass whooped. Hey, but that was the
All
regulator
over.
that kept us all in line, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. You mess around, go to jail. You mess around, go to jail.
That was that get
That
right.
was that. Hey, you gonna get right because that is going to remember. That is going to singe in your brain. The memory of your brain is going to be like, no, I do not want to face that again. I do not want to face that again. And so, yeah, Blood Conversation said, wet washcloth. What? Oh yeah, pop,
That's just for
pop,
starters.
pop.
Oh.
That's just for starters.
Don't let it be a towel because y'all remember that game we used to play against each other where the towel be wet.
Oh man.
Boop. Hey yo, that thing stung like you wouldn't believe. But yeah, man, we're gonna end it off with some music. Is there a Memorial Day edition of the Woke Show today? P, we're gonna put the link in the chat.
Y'all have to tap in and see. I want to see y'all come out. And then
Yeah. LFXmedia.live. You know what I'm saying? My phone tripping.
Stay tapped in. We full of surprises.
Right? Full of surprises.
So full of surprises.
Hey, did you get that LL mix, LB?
Yeah, I was on there for.
Was you there for
all
that?
that? Yeah, I heard all that. DJ Rob, I heard everything. I was on that joint all day and shit.
We
Oh
went
yeah,
crazy.
man. That's where it's at. That's
We
where
went
it's at.
crazy.
That's where it's at. Make sure y'all tapping into the Woke Show, LFXmedia.live. There it is in the chat right there. It's on the screen. Y'all can see it. Hit the link and go on in. You know what I'm saying? And going in.
Mhm.
Yeah, Leia said those whoopings was the worst. Thinking you're in the free and clear, then boom. You thought I forgot? You thought I forgot?
Right.
Hey, today we're gonna end off the show with a jam from Dismos. We're gonna play the Crow, and there's a little special extra extended version of the Crow today. And you already know it's a special surprise. J-Pad the Juggernaut on the trombone. Check it out.
One thing about a crow, he don't forget nothing. Throw a motherfucking rock at a crow and see what happen. He on your ass Monday through Sunday. Shit, ain't a flock of crows called a murder? Hey yo, swoop down like a crow and peck the eyes out that hoe. The fuck you looking at? I could've did it all by myself. Instead, I went and got me some help. Ayúdame. You better pray it don't turn into nut. And I can still call some guys who's always in the sun. Mayday, mayday, the plane is going down. How is that even possible? Is that old nigga back around? Oh, what you ain't heard? He burnt his retirement home down. He knocking shit out of the air and it's scattered all over the ground. Multiple body parts and brains they ain't using. Is he back fucking with everybody? Was he picking and choosing? Well, he on his feet out that wheelchair and he can walk. He said he came back to teach these niggas how to talk. Shut up, fool. You just an old ass hater. Mad cause these young niggas out here getting paid. Wait. Shut your dumb ass up. You know you ain't that old. I'll pick your young ass up. Crows got to eat.
loose lip, jaw jacking, that's why they stay packing. Disrespectful boys carry heat. So when you catch these little clowns, pants down, weird sound, lay his head right next to his feet. Boom, bap. How much wood could a woodpecker peck if a woodpecker could peck wood? I'm here to let you know that I'm black like the crow and pecking your eyes out I should. Mr. Red and White Hat, you red and white hat, you red and white, red and white, red and white, red and white hat. You better watch your back. Ain't too many people rolling with your views. I'm in another country with my feet kicked up, watching y'all motherfuckers on the news. That one stroke of the pen, he got y'all again. If you go to war, I hope y'all don't lose. Cause I don't give a fuck about nothing but my people. Just remember, I'm a crow, not an eagle.
Yes, sir. That was the Crow, Dismos, featuring J Pad the Juggernaut on the trombone. You already know what it is, man. Hey, we definitely hope that you guys have a great, great Memorial Day. Make sure you guys enjoy. Hey, good looking, good looking, good looking. He said that's hot. You know what I'm saying? Blunt conversations with the fire emojis. Yeah, smoking fire. You already know what it is, man. Big shout out to Dismos. The album NA coming real soon, which means non-affiliated. John said that beat loosened his bowels on Negroes.
Oh,
Oh, okay. You need this on your elliptical workout mix. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. We'll make sure that we get y'all a copy of the Crow. As a matter of fact, that record is going to be out. If it's not out already, Dismos, let us know if the record's out already. Um, I don't think it is yet, but it's supposed to be on the album NA. But yeah, I think it's going to release as a single. If it hasn't released already, I'll check for y'all. And if that's the case, then you can go right onto your Spotify or wherever and play it. That version right there though, is a brand new version. We just did the extended mix of it this week. And you know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, I pulled out the fabulous trombone right there in the back and got busy on the track. You know what I'm saying? Get a little New Orleans flavor on there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, yep. Hey, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, right? Yeah, Saint said somebody took a turn on Beale Street. Y'all know where Beale Street is. Fact check it out. You already know what it is. Some New Orleans flavor. You already know. Yes, indeed. But man, we thank y'all for tapping in. He said, I need to play the gumbo. Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Get that good gumbo in your life. You know what I'm saying? But thank you guys once again. You know, we're here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. sharp on the East Coast on Facebook and YouTube. It's the AM King Show. It's J-Pad, C, the Mellow Man, the Abbott PDC, and LB. Yeah, we will be back on Wednesday. You guys enjoy your day. Don't get the itis. But if you do, enjoy your day. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your day no matter how you want to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But make sure y'all go over to the Woke Show. He said, all right, young savages. John is crazy, man. This dude said, all right, young savages. Blessings, blessings, blessings to y'all kings. Thank you very much, Leia. Blessings to you right back. We hope y'all have a great, safe, and happy Memorial Day. And we're going to catch y'all on Wednesday, man. Y'all be blessed. We're going to get on y'all. Salute and peace.